Like a true devotee that Meera was, in lyric after lyric, she declared her undying devotion for Krishna. This was the persistence of a devotee under gravely adverse circumstances, a sort of total boycott by her near and dear ones in her husband's palace. She reminded Krishna how in his incarnation as Rama, he had revived Ahalya. I have added a painting in this video from the Kangra Valley paintings to show that scene. Ahalya was lying across his path as a stone. Ram revived her. Meera had a point of view. If a lifeless object could be made alive, why not she, who was a sentient person, who had lost her sleep over him and whose lifeboat was rolling over the tempestuous and unruly currents in the ocean of life? In such a state of mental and social disarray, she needed his help. She wrote, थे तो पलक उघाड़ो दीनानाथ, मैं हाजिर नाजिर कद की खड़ी, साजनिया दू समन होए बैठवा, सबने लगू कड़ी, तुम बिन साजन कोई नहीं है, डिगी नाव मेरी समद अड़ी, दिन नहीं चैन रैन नहीं निंदरा, सूखूं खड़ी खड़ी. Notice the images. बान बिरहा का लग्या हियो में, भूलूं ना एक घड़ी, पत्थर की तो अहिल्या तारी, बन के बीच पड़ी, कहा बोझ मीरा में कहिए, 100 पर एक घड़ी. She writes, addressing Krishna, you are the refuge of the humble. Look at me just once. A glance will do. I have waited for you so long. The usual lover's complaint. My kith and kin have turned inimical. This was the reality of her life. They find me unbearable. My boat is rocking on the wild seas. You alone are my port. What a sentence. What a thought. God alone is her port. She can take shelter at that alone. Disturbed during the day, I hardly sleep at night, writes Meera. I wither as I wait for you. I pine for you. Unable I am to forget even for a moment the pain of Virha afflicting my heart. Do you recall that you had revived Ahalya, turned into a stone and lying on your path as a Rama? Do I weigh heavier than her, my lord? I am your humble devotee. I need your attention. The craving of a bhakta, beseeching her God. In pithy first sentences of her poems, Meera makes a statement of her understanding of her God. The succeeding lines expound the theme with telling images. That was her calling as a poet. In the verse that follows, Meera emphasizes her belief that in the absence of Hari, she has none to depend upon. At one level, this statement refers to the enmity of her brother-in-law. At another, it underlines the belief of any bhakta that he looks forward to none less than his God for succor. Meera writes, and you can read the words in this video, Hari bin koon gati meri, तुम मेरे प्रतिपाल कहिए, मैं रावरी चेरी, आद अंत निज नाव तेरो हिया में फेरी। बेर बेर पुकार कहूँ प्रभु आरती है तेरी। यो संसार विकार सागर बीच में घेरी। नाव फाटी प्रभु पाल बांधे बूढ़त है बैरी। See, images are superb. Just apply your mind to it. You think of them in your memory. You see them as pictures. बिरहन पिव की बाट जोवई राख ल्यो नेरी। दास मीरा राम रटत है मैं शरण हूँ तेरी। Who is my refuge other than Hari, she asks. Whom shall I go to? A question that never been answered. Who is there except God as the last support station for the ship of life? Krishna looks after me, Meera writes. He is my sovereign. I am his maid. मैं रावरी चेरी. All my life I shall meditate upon him, love him and worship him. I chant his name all the time while I perform his arti. She lights lamps in a multi-lamp stand and takes it in front of the image of the God. She says, I am a boat adrift in the turbulent ocean of life. However, mind the image. This boat leaks, my Savior. A boat can leak. Of course, boats leak. And Meera's life boat leaks. Take charge. I'm sinking. It's your turn. Please shield me. Save it from sinking. I pine for you. I wait for you, my beloved. Come close, my love. I chant your name. I seek refuge in you, my Lord. This repeated emphasis on chanting is a part of a bhaktad ritual. It concentrates the mind. It takes the mind back from any other subject. If you are chanting a particular name, you are in the meditation mode. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You repeat it a few times, you begin to look at Krishna. See Krishna in your mind. Chanting leads to concentration of mind, which is the core of the practice of meditation. Continuous chanting excludes stray thoughts. So many studies have proved this. I use chanting as a part of my own meditation program in the evening. You don't have to chant for hours, sometime during the course of your meditation, which is nothing but concentration with proper breathing. Chanting helps in the modification of brain, makes it healthier. It is an essential part of the process of visualization of the God's image. Meera knew about it. Meera practices it. Meera wrote about it. She had not been to a school or a college. Whatever she learned from her gurus, whatever she learned listening to Srimad Bhagavatam, guided her. But more than anything else, it was her love for Krishna, her bhakti, her devotion. She could not have written such superb poetry as she has written without being an original, a thinker. So ideas were new, marvelous. Her images were of a poet who goes deep, who looks deep into life. and its variations. Such was Meera's dependence on Krishna. As we listen to her lyrics, we too get lost. A large number of her lyrics have been sung by some of the most reputed singers in our country. You listen to them on YouTube, you would enjoy every one of them. Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna.